Welcome to Kim Yin Yoga. Today we explore deep postures held in stillness, perfect for the new year of the fire horse. Let's begin in a comfortable Sukhasana on the mat. And you might want a prop. It could be a bolster or a folded towel. Just have it handy for later. To start, we're going to lace the fingers, turn them up overhead, and gently begin this opening of the front body with deep breaths in, aligning the spine, finding the sit bones even on the mat, and long, slow exhales out. Deep breath in. Align, lift the crown, stretch the spine up, and slow exhales out. At any point in the practice, if you feel muscle fatigue, if you experience any pain or too strong a sensation, that's your signal to let everything go. Relax the hands into a nest in your lap. Return to a relaxed Sukhasana or even down into a child's pose. Whatever is the easiest flow of relief from the posture that you're in. When you're ready, you can rejoin the posture or start the next one. The goal right now, whether resting or arms overhead with deep breaths, is stillness. The only movement is the gentle filling of the belly as the lungs expand, the rib cage expands, and then contracts as you exhale it out. We'll take one more deep breath in. And release the arms on the exhale. We're going to clasp them behind the back. Lace the fingers. Open the chest. Open the front body. Keep strong energy in the arms as the shoulder blades reach to touch. Relax the neck. You might lower chin to chest to feel a gentle traction along the spine, but no strain. Melt into the ease and comfort of this posture, and then, after a few adjustments, find stillness. The breath slows down as the belly fills, the lungs expand, and then we exhale out completely. Be mindful of your neck, that there's no tension here. And even though strong energy through the arms, there's no pinching in the shoulders. If you feel the need, on a deep breath in, turn your head to the left, slowly. Allow the gaze to be soft. As the eyes look left, the neck turns left. Deep breaths here. And on exhale out, turn to the right, pivoting the head on the relaxed neck. Crown lifted towards the sky. Chin might be parallel to the ground or slightly downwards. The eyes are gently closed or softly looking to the right. Deep breath in. And on your exhale out, bring the head back around. We're going to find Sukhasana again and move into Hindasana. So knee cradled in the crux of the elbow, foot resting gently into the opposite elbow crease. The spine is tall, the head's lifted, and we're aiming to get the shin parallel to the ground. Now, if this posture is not accessible for your hips or for the spine, if this is not the right edge for you today, we can do it reclined. Supta Hindasana. Try it out by getting comfortable on the mat, lifting your left knee and placing it into the crux of your left arm. Right arm cradles the foot, and we draw the parallel leg down towards the chest. You find the edge for you here. So we're either in Hindasana upright or Supta Hindasana. Again, small adjustments, relax the shoulders, breathe deeply, and melt into stillness. You can soften the eyes or close them, focusing on the energy of the breath. Drawing in, lungs expand, belly expands. Empty, empty it out. We'll be here for another few minutes, and at any point when you need a break, return to Sukhasana or Child's Pose. Rest. When you're ready, you can come back up to Hindasana. If you're reclined, stretch out in Shavasana when you need a break, and then return. Same side, left knee up, cradling the foot. Long, slow, deep breaths here. And let the body find strength in stillness. On your next exhale out, relax the hands, gently return the left leg down, and we'll take the right leg and swing it behind and find deer pose. Aim for the sit bones even on the mat, arms wide, and cartwheel over into a twisted snake. If hands flat on the mat is too strong, tense your fingers, or you can put your towel or bolster in front of you and raise the ground up until you get the stronger stretch. We're going to take deep breaths here. Hands with fingers either tented or pressed flat into the mat or flat into your towel. Arms strong, and you can draw them back towards the leg to activate. Make sure each digit is pressed firmly into the mat as you allow the spine to twist. Deep breaths in, lung expands, belly fills with air, and then exhale. Exhale out completely. As you melt into this posture, you may find it easier to press firmer down into the mat, hands flat, or we may eventually walk the hands over to the right, deepening the stretch. Remember to be mindful of your neck, no tension there. Relaxing the spine, relaxing the hips, thighs, the calves, the feet. Make these last moments of stillness feel strong and powerful as the chi energy flows up and down the meridians. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll bring it back around. Let's find Hindasana on the right, lifting the right knee up to cradle it in the right elbow crease, and gently cradling the foot, spine strong and upright, lifting the head, lifting the neck, lifting the body up towards the sky as you root the pelvis down into the earth. Remember, we can do this in the Supta Hindasana position. Same idea, right knee into the crux of the right elbow, the foot resting in the crux of the left. Hands are clasped or gently holding the shin down towards the chest. Decide which posture is best for you today. Make small adjustments and then melt into stillness. Checking in that the neck remains relaxed. Shoulders are not tensing or lifting towards the ears, but relaxing down. The hips and thighs are relaxed, the butt's relaxed. Ankles, feet, body relaxed. Allowing the energy to flow, crown towards the sky, sit bones rooted down into the earth. Let's take about 10 more long, slow, deep breaths, filling the chest completely, deep into the belly, and exhaling it out. And close the eyes in the last moments of this powerful posture. On the next exhale out, flutter the eyes open, place the right leg down parallel in front of you. Left leg comes around behind into deer pose on the other side. Loosen the spine, find evenness with the sit bones, and cartwheel over to place the hands flat on the mat in front of you, or tented fingers, or using a towel or bolster to lift the ground up higher. It all depends on where you are with this stretch. We take these moments at the beginning of the next posture to find our comfort, then ease into edge. So we don't go into pain, we don't go into stress or tension. but we do find the edge, the twist that actually activates the lower back body, upper back body, opens the hips. You want a strong, aware posture, and you find what it takes to get to your edge, but not into pain. You'll find it and then relax into stillness. Shoulders down, energy into the fingertips. Elbow creases are pointing towards each other, just like in down face dog. The neck stays relaxed, and the pelvis melts and opens. Follow your long, slow, deep breaths in and out. And you might even want to use your Ujjayi breath, the soft susurration sound in the back of your throat, as we hold this posture, twisted snake. On your next exhale out, turn the head slowly to the left. Eyes jutting left, looking left, keeping the shoulders down, away from the ears, maintaining the energy into your fingertips as you allow the gentle twist to the neck. From here, we exhale out to the right, eyes jutting right, looking right, allowing the gentle twist to the right. If your edge has become too soft, this is the point where you can slowly walk the hands a little over to the right to deepen the spinal twist. We'll take a few more long, slow, deep breaths here. Grounding through the hands, the feet, the pelvis, and lengthening through the spine, crown of the head towards the sky. On your next exhale out, we'll twist around to the front. Gently bring the soles of the feet together and find cobbler's pose, butterfly, or Baddha Konasana. Let's give the feet a beautiful massage, pressing into bubbling well, running up and down the meridians with our hands, letting the shoulders release, the pelvis release and open. And from here, we make room for a forward fold. And we want to come down gradually, so maybe tent the fingers, lengthen the spine, look up, and slowly we're going to walk it forward. Forward we come, hands, palms might be to the mat, sliding down to the elbows, and eventually moving down into this beautiful Baddha Konasana, Uttanasana, forward fold. The goal here isn't to find the perfect posture, but to find the perfect posture for you. You may be up on your fingertips. aiming to lean the forward body down to the mat. You might be on elbows or in a kind of a sphinx posture with the upper body. Or you might find your head pressed into the mat, palms open and receiving, the belly laid across the feet. The goal again is to find your edge. Not before it, not after it, but where you feel strong sensation. And you'll find that it moves so that you can gradually increase the fold. But we never go past sensation of pain or tension where the body starts to guard. That's your signal that you've gone too far and you need to back it off. We'll be here for a couple minutes, relaxing into the posture. Think of any stress or tension or anxiety that you might be holding. Exiting the body, flowing out of the forehead, flowing out of the fingertips, flowing out of the pelvis, out of the feet, into the earth to be filtered and restored. With each breath, you bring in healing energy. With each exhale, you release tension. Let's take one more long, slow, deep breath in. Back raises, the ribs expand, the belly expands. And as you exhale it out, slowly and gently, come back up. Take a cleansing breath here and let's find that prop. You might need your bolster or folded towel as we come up onto all fours, tabletop, getting the knees under the hips because we're coming down into Anahata or melting heart to earth pose. Get your prop under the chest, or I like to put it under the chin. Find what works for you and melt the upper body down into the mat. A bolster may be the best support to put right under your entire chest so that you can feel that melting release without putting undue strain on the spine or the shoulders. If the shoulders are uncomfortable, also try widening the hands out to the side. We'll be in this posture for about 3 minutes, so it's important now to make the adjustments, find your edge, find what feels like strong sensation, but not going over into stress or pain. Once you get your prop situated and feel you can truly melt your heart to the earth, relax, let everything go, and experience the energy of the body through stillness. If the neck becomes tense or uncomfortable at any point, you can take your forehead and press that down into the mat. Readjust if you need to, deepening towards your edge or backing it off if the shoulders or spine or neck become strained. If the toes are getting stressed from their foot stretch, you can lay the tops of the feet down into the mat. Let's take a few more deep breaths here, filling the lungs, belly expands, deeply exhaling out. On your next exhale out, wiggle the fingertips, activate the body, bring yourself slowly up to a foot stretch, hero's pose. Again, if the feet are complaining, you can have them flat. But this gives us room for the arms behind the back, stretching down, and then lace the fingers, pushing them up to the sky. We're going to walk it forward, first finding a sphinx pose. Down on the belly, elbows under the shoulders, hands pressed into the mat. From here, we draw the hands back, pushing up into seal, upward facing dog, or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Here we strengthen the spine, the arms, and the wrists, all while opening the chest, broadening the shoulders, and stretching the abdomen. The shoulders are drawn down, away from the ears, shoulder blades relaxed, slight bend in the elbow, fingertips pressed deeply into the mat, and start to relax the thighs, the buttocks, the lower back muscles as you feel the abdomen stretch. Relax the calves, ankles, and the feet. Deep breaths here. You can close your eyes and tune in to the sounds around you, or keep a soft gaze ahead. We stay here, but if the arms start trembling and tingling, it's too much. We're going to come down, back to Sphinx, but you can return to it any time. Elbows straight under the shoulders. Remember, the fingers are pressed down as if tearing the mat in half. You can turn the head from side to side, giving the cervical spine the reminder to stay relaxed and not let those muscles tense. Up to the sky, chin to chest. Deep breaths here. You can use your Ujjayi breath, the soft susurration sounds made in the back of the throat as you breathe through your nose. A wonderful pranayama to relax the body and at the same time energize it, keeping you focused on the posture. Let's take a few more long, slow, deep breaths here in our sphinx. On your next exhale out, pushing up to your knees, tucking them underneath the belly, feet flat on the mat. We find peace in Hindasana, child's pose. Arms can drape along your sides, the shoulder blades relaxing, falling forward. Or you can have them up in front if you want a more extended child's pose. The idea is to relax the spine, the buttocks, the thighs. Let the neck rest in a comfortable position, forehead into the mat, where you can spill out all the tension and worry and any anxious thoughts that might still be zooming around your brain. Let it go into the earth to be renewed. Another long, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale it out, we'll come right up, feet behind, toes pressing into the mat, and push on up into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. I'm gripping the mat because it's very slippery here with wet grass and slippery surface, but hopefully you're able to spread your hands out wide with each digit pressed into the mat. But if you're ever practicing out in nature, don't hesitate to grab those wide edge of the mat for poses like Adho Mukha. I've got energy going down the backs of my legs, a slight bend in the knees. My ankles are flexed, my heels pressing down into the mat. You go to where you feel your edge. You might be up on your toes, just easing down. You find what's right for you. We want the shoulder blades to splay out across the back, over the spine, over the back ribs. I've got my elbow creases pointed towards each other with a slight bend there, just like the backs of the knees. And my hands ideally are dialing in opposite directions to help rotate the shoulders. So left hand is dialing counterclockwise, right hand is dialing clockwise to open up that upper back body. You just take some deep breaths here. You feel free to utilize your Ujjayi breath to continue energizing the posture, or you might come down to child's pose whenever you need a break. A couple more deep breaths in. On your next exhale out, knees down, tabletop, then scooch on back to an extended child's pose where we're on the toes. It's like a pranam, and you can make a Anjali mudra with the hands and rock that back to the back of your head. This is a chance to use your elbows to walk forward a bit to really stretch out the side bodies, the front and back body, all while forehead presses into the ground and you take deep breaths here. One more long, slow, deep breath in this posture. And as you exhale it out, bring your Anjali Mudra down, push up to seated, a hero's pose with your feet flat under you. Clasp the hands behind, give it a good stretch, breath in, then lace the fingers, drop the neck forward, and then out to the side. Big breath. From here, we're going down to flat back, slowly and gently. Get yourself comfortable, knees up, feet towards the sky, fingertips towards the sky, sleeping possum with a twist. Rolling the feet in circles, rolling the hands in circles, as if flinging energy off the fingertips and the toes. Reverse the circles. Relaxing the wrists and ankles, letting any residual tension go. Stretch it up to the top. Make sure your knees have a slight bend so the lower back is flush into the mat and the hands are gently resting, pointed upwards to the sky. Lymphatic drainage. Allow your body to relax. We'll take a few long, slow, deep breaths here, softening the muscles, softening the bones, the joints and ligaments. Let everything rest. Let's take one more long, deep breath in. Fill the lungs, fill the belly, let it rise. And then on your exhale out, gently bring the knees down towards the chest. Clasp the toes with the toes. Wrap the insides of your elbows around the outsides of your knees. And isometric, bound hedgehog. Keep the neck flat on the mat this time as the knees press actively into the elbow creases, trying to escape. And then exhale, let it go. Stretching up, arch the back, then arms to the sides. And you know what to do. Wiggleasana, back and forth, fishtailing the feet. The hips of the epicenter, rocking the chest, rocking the pelvis. Deep breath in and exhale out to stillness. Find your Shavasana, your corpse pose, letting everything relax. The back of the head and the neck is relaxed. The skin of the face softens. The shoulders melt into the earth. The spinal column is smooth and relaxed. The entire mat beneath you is supporting you. The earth beneath the mat is supporting you, and you are being held up by this world. Hands are relaxed, fingers light, ready to open in receiving. Pelvis, buttocks, thighs, Knees relax, calves relax. Let the feet splay out if they want to, finding their perfect angle. The toes relax. Just breathe naturally and listen to the sounds around you. And close your eyes. Tune everything out as you look within. If you're doing this practice before bed, now is when you want to crawl between the sheets. Screens off, lights out. Sweet dreams. If it's the start of your day, Anjali Mudra to the forehead with invigorating breaths in. Long exhale out. And we're going to roll on over to the side, sit up, and bring ourselves back into the world. We'll find a comfortable Sukhasana, stretch out the spine. And as you bring your arms up overhead, another deep breath. I want to thank you all for practicing with me today. It's such a joy. Namaste.